Finally, one more thought. The big elephant in the whole system is the baby boomer generation that marches through like a herd of elephants. That's how Senator Lindsey Graham described one of the biggest fiscal challenges we face. But the problem goes way past just bankrupting Social Security and Medicare. Everywhere we look these days, we find baby boomers. And yes, that is my generation, and we remain on the stage without making room for the generations coming up behind us. There are a few exceptions, to be sure, like Ray Dalio, who has decided to step down from Bridgewater.
I'm not creating my own fund. Okay, I have a family office that manages family and foundation funds. Okay, and I'm doing that. But what comes next? I'm at a phase in my life where it's very natural. I'm 74 years old, and the most important thing for me is to pass along everything.
But for every Ray Dalio, it seems there's a host of us boomers who are just fine staying in the limelight. We see it in network television, where the long-running Bachelor series on ABC has added a Golden Bachelor version, complete with an eligible widower looking for love at the golden, get it, golden age of 72.
For modern dating, what are the things that you do dating right now?
I think it starts with your texting. You need to upgrade.
So better texting.
Don't start with dear, her name, comma.
We see it in sports, as Phil Mickelson won the PGA Championship just 2 years ago at the age of 50 and is still competing on the tour. We even see it in real estate, as the elderly hold onto their homes longer, putting even more stress on an already troubled housing market.
We call that phenomenon aging in place.
Okay.
And what used to be is that the home ownership rate, when you hit about 65, would drop precipitously. But like in everything else with the baby boomer generation, they're behaving differently. And so they are something like 10 percentage points more likely to be homeowners.
And when it comes to the economy overall, once again, it's the boomers, as Bank of America analysis this week found that boomers and traditionalists are the only groups to increase consumption. But maybe the biggest example of us boomers holding on is on the concert stage, with the Rolling Stones still touring, led by lead singer Mick Jagger at age 80, Neil Diamond going strong at 82, and the much younger Bonnie Raitt on stage at 73. And then there's the boss.
This is what I've presented to you all these years as my long and noisy prayer, as my magic trick.
Bruce Springsteen, at 74, started his latest tour this year, so he'll be going at least well into 2024. But Bruce Springsteen is once again leading the way for boomers, if not quite by getting off the stage, then by taking a big step toward that, selling off his music catalog and getting a cool $500 million for it. That is a record amount, with the buyers backed in part by Blackstone, KKR, and BlackRock. And right now, it looks like Springsteen's timing was, once again, impeccable. As Bloomberg opinion columnist Lionel Laurent lays out this week, licensing music isn't as easy as it may have appeared, and the funds that bought those boomer catalogs are getting hit with lower valuations. Mr. Springsteen may have sold at the top of the market. But you know one performer who isn't worried about any of this? The very much not boomer, Taylor Swift. As we learned this week, that Ms. Swift is now a billionaire in her own right. And boy, has she taken over the stage from older artists. So maybe the younger generation will push us all off the stage after all, eventually.
This has been the most extraordinary experience of my entire life.